Hello you guys, it's Lindy here, and I want to show you it's a project share for Lindy Stamp Gang. And this is a canvas that I created for a class for one of my local scrapbook stores as the Canadian Lindy Stamp Gang distributor. And I just wanted to share it with you. It's got tons of techniques, and so for those of you that are in Canada, I do go around and teach stores how to use our products. So if you are a Canadian on here and you have a retail store that you would like to see Lindy's products in, go ahead and contact me, and then we can connect. But for this project, I'm going to show you just a little bit of some of the techniques that I used and what I did. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and this picture is of my little one, Ava. And so let me zoom in. I used a lot of I Am Roses on here just because you guys know I Am Roses and Lindy's are just the most perfect match. So if you take a look on here, what I did, these tiles right here are just these very cheap mosaic tiles that I found at Michael's. And what I did is I heated them up really, really hot. And then I put some embossing powder on top, and it just started melting on its own. And just kept putting some on and I really wanted it to bubble and do like a very mixed media type effect. So I just kept heating it until it created that bubble effect, and I'll zoom in a little bit more so that you guys can kind of see the detailing on there. Hang on. Look at that. Oops. Zoom in. There you go. Isn't that neat? I just love the way that turned out. And then if you take a look on the top there, I mixed some of our magicals on the top there. I mixed our magicals with molding paste, and I used a screen which created that funky effect. It is quite dimensional. I'm not sure if you guys are able to see that or not, but that's what I did. And then over here on this side, I used a lot of inside the canvas, I did use a whole bunch of the leaves, those skeleton leaves, and sprayed them with lots of Lindy's. There's another screen on there, and it's kind of hard to tell. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see. Yeah, you can see some of the dots. I used another screen, and I believe the colors that I used on here are Tibetan Poppy Teal, and I can't remember what the yellow one was, but I'll take a look, and I'll post a link below to my blog, and you guys can take a look. All of these, I used a ton of embossing powders, and I created a two-tone effect. Kind of hard to see on camera unless I zoom it. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Can you guys see that? And I just took a piece of chipboard and I embossed that with two different colors, and that's the effect that it created. And let me zoom out a little bit more. And then what I did with my magicals actually is I really diluted them, and then I painted the photo. And so I purposely wanted to do a black and white photo so that I could add some color to match the flowers that I was painting. So those are the basic techniques that I used on there. There is a little bit more. If you take my classes, it's much more in depth, but that's just a little bit of a glimpse of what I did with this canvas. And super fun class. Everybody got to pick their own colors and really create. So that was a whole lot of fun. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I will have a little bit more detail on my blog about how I created it. So go ahead and check it out. I will post the link below for you guys, and of course the colors that I used. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.